Good evening, everybody. We will talk about chapter number 3 right now. Chapter number 3 is about two basic human aspirations. To understand them, we need to make a list of all the aspirations, all the desires we have now. Those desires may be 100, maybe 1,000, maybe in lakhs, and many more. Okay? But why do we want to fulfill those aspirations? For example, a person may have aspiration of completing his or her degree, okay, and another aspiration which he or she has is to buy a car, okay. Then another aspiration may be to make his or her parents happy. All right, so like this, a person may have number of desires which he or she wants to fulfill. Now, why does a person want to fulfill all these aspirations on the list? To be happy? Alright, to be happy? That means there is a hidden aspiration behind whatever aspirations a person may have in his lifetime. Alright, so there are two basic human aspirations that we want to fulfill by the way of number of aspirations a person may have, and those two aspirations are happiness, which is at number 1, and number 2 it is prosperity. Now what is happiness and what is prosperity? Let's understand them clearly. Happiness is an attitude. It is an attitude, it is a state of liking everything around yourself. When you like everything, that means you are happy. Okay, and how do you like everything? How do you ensure that you are happy? When you get perfect, right feelings, when you are trusted, when you get respect, you get love, you feel to be happy, right? And when you do not get respect, you do not get love, you remain unhappy for that particular period of time. So happiness is an attitude of mind which is ensured by getting feelings, right kind of feelings. Okay, we will talk about them later. Now, prosperity. When we discuss this particular prosperity, we generally get confused between prosperity and wealth. Okay, we all think prosperity means to have a lot of money, huge property, countless physical facilities, whatever physical things a person may earn throughout, it is taken as prosperity. Whereas real prosperity is a feeling. It is a feeling of having more than required physical facilities so that a person feels to be satisfied with whatever he has, and whatever extra he has, he can share with those who are deprived of it. So how can this particular feeling of prosperity can be ensured? It can be ensured by doing correct evaluation or appraisal of needs. Okay, right now if we look at our own self, we will see that we have number of needs, countless. I would again use the same word, countless. We cannot count even. Okay, when we are able to fulfill one need, we have another one. When we fulfill that one, we have lot many others. So this way this whole life goes on, and we never get satisfied and never feel to be prosperous. So to be prosperous, we have to ensure the feeling of prosperity by the way of having sufficient number of physical facilities, and whatever extra physical facilities we have, we can share with the persons, the people, those who are deprived of it. Alright, So this is the whole crux of chapter number 3. Okay, there are certain notions regarding happiness and prosperity, especially when we get confused between prosperity and wealth. We need to see that particular clear difference between prosperity and wealth. We need to understand that wealth is a physical thing, it is material thing, and prosperity does not depend upon wealth. A person, despite of having a lot of money and prosperity, may not be prosperous, may not be able to ensure the feeling of prosperity, the feeling of having more than required physical facilities. And we have, number of examples in our society, especially of the people, those who have lot of money, still they are dissatisfied. They are not satisfied with their life, so they don't want to share their resources with others. And this is the basic reason of whatever fights, whatever disputes we have in the family, outside the family, in the society, everywhere. Alright, so only due to this particular confusion between prosperity and wealth, we think that the more we have in the name of physical facilities, the more we will be happy. So how we can ensure continuity of happiness? By having more and more physical facilities. So this is a notion which is completely wrong, and we have to understand this particular thing by verifying it, this proposal of happiness in our own right, by the way of natural acceptance, so that we can see the reality. And when we have such kind of wrong notions at the level of individual, we may get into depression, we may get certain physical afflictions, mental afflictions in the form of high blood pressure, okay, physical one in the form of some particular type of headaches, stomach aches. So all these physical and mental disorders are caused by wrong notions about happiness and prosperity at the level of individual. At the level of family, when we have wrong notions about happiness and prosperity, and we think that whatever we have to do only to accumulate wealth, then we see disputes in family also. Okay, so the basic reason of disputes in the family is this wrong notion, which is a result of getting confused between prosperity and wealth. Alright, then at the level of society, you may have seen number of riots. Okay, we fight each other to get a piece of land from the other country. You can see number of examples related to it. So in society, whatever disputes we get into, again it is all due to getting confused between prosperity and wealth, and having wrong notion about continuity of happiness. And when we are not happy at the level of individual, we are depressed. At the level of family, we have disputes with our family members. At the level of society, we have problems with the people living around us, the people living in neighborhood. We are not able to be happy at the level of existence also, and we end up exploiting the resources of existence. We have almost reached a stage where we are facing number of problems by the depletion of natural resources in the form of global warming and certain other issues. So we need to give a thought to it. We need to understand the true meaning of happiness and prosperity, so that we can lead a peaceful life, so that we can establish harmony at each one of the levels of our existence, be it individual, be it family, be it society, be it this entire existence. So I request you to give a thought to it. Whatever queries and questions you have, you can ask me. Thank you.